Dummy.
I was just about to say you didn't bring up them chickens, but damn.
You bitch.
It's time they made an appearance.
You bitch you.
Right. The bitches made an appearance. They always do.
You bitch.
They always got, nigga, that's how you got to start the pod. You got to start with them chickens, though.
Them chickens. I hear you. Coach.
You bitch you.
Just like a nigga. Niggas and chickens.
That chicken.
What, niggas and chickens? Niggas love chicken.
Yeah, no, my man, old school. So he be eating pussy for 46 years, 33 years.
Who's this old nigga? Where y'all was at? Where this old nigga coming from?
At
Kazula.
this place called Kazula in Mobile.
Fuck y'all didn't call me. Why you didn't call me about that B?
It was really
spur of the moment.
It
really was.
I mean,
it was blowing with the wind.
We pulled into the city. I was sitting around. I saw Cad Money was there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, shit, I'll pull up on you because I ain't seen Cad Money in a minute.
All right.
He was like, I said, Todd, what you doing? He said, shit, probably finna go around Cad Money house. I said, nigga, I'm about to go around there. He said, all right. We pulled up at the exact same time.
Oh, y'all went to his house.
Yeah, and we sat around there with drinking. Nigga, we didn't go to Kazula till 2:45 a.m.
And they were still in there.
And they still was in that bitch.
I had drove into the parade, so I would have came by
What's
there.
Kazula? That's like a club or what
It's
is
like
it?
a little spot.
Little downtown little spot.
Right.
It's a little
That bitch kept going. Then that bitch was like the little back. That was my first time ever going in there.
to the back. Or
To the
Yeah,
little
like we
smoke
went in the
part.
little
We
front
went in
part,
the
and then they went through this
cigar
little part that looked like the Carter
Yeah.
on New Jack City when the Fiends was in there with the. I was like, what the fuck is this? We outside again, like it looked like a whole abandoned outside building. Man, it looked like you were going through that little shit next to the gym hoop. I was like,
It's a club.
and then we went through another door, through another little trap door. You went up
in the
some
house.
stairs, and then there was a whole nother spot. So you walk through that bitch right there. That's the good part. You go through them double doors back there in the back, and then all of a sudden
It's
that's when
outside.
you go into the Carter back there.
They ain't gonna have no pictures of that, huh?
And I hope not.
They bet not.
The boom boom room.
But yeah, we kicked it in there, man. We had a good time, man. You know, and then we sat in that bitch, man. I got home. It was like
Look at
4:30.
Cut Joe Lewis.
Cut Joe. I thought it was
Cujo?
Cujo.
Cutfoot Joe Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a good time, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
Cut Joe.
We got to catch up, though, man. My man said he been in the game for 46 years, Hooter. 33 of them from the back.
But what crazy was they were
33 of them
From the back.
they were talking shit about a chick that was mutually there.
Old nigga Shane.
That's why he told him he ain't gonna win. Boy, I been
the
eating
shit.
shit for 46 years, nigga. 36 of them from the
That's
back.
why I gave it to you.
That's why I gave it to you. Boy, that shit was the funniest conversation. Ain't nothing like them old school talking shit to each other, boy. We had a great time in there laughing at that
a
shit.
blast, boy. Blast. Yeah.
Oh, them old niggas always gonna find
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Every time, fool.
Every
They got a
time.
whole different kind of lingo.
Right.
He just be sitting there laughing and shit.
They done
Hey,
pulled
fool.
up deeds and shit.
We just was standing there, and that nigga just walked up and just started kicking shit.
Yep.
That's how it happened.
They sound like two pimps talking
Right.
shit.
For real, fool.
Putting
Nah,
young niggas
you
on
ain't take
game,
her,
cuz.
nigga. I lent that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can have the bitch back, bro. I don't want the
They talking about some shit that happened in 72.
Probably so. But my boy said, that's why I gave it to you. And he walked on off from his ass. That shit was funny.
Yeah, so. But yeah, man. Great time.
Right. You bitch. Who? What's been happening, man?
I've been chilling, man.
I know them niggas acting like they don't want to talk. I don't know what the
about
fuck.
it, man. What
I
the
guess
fuck?
me and you just gonna
Y'all
talk.
had your own story. The fuck me and who didn't want to talk
Dummy.
about y'all story?
Then y'all kick it? Right.
Oh,
We ain't got to that part yet.
Chime in.
Y'all was talking about the old pimp.
Chime
Like, okay, have a great
That's not
have a
asking
good
you
time.
how was your Mardi Gras. That's just saying what happened.
We
just
didn't even,
saying
I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about.
We just talking,
We
bro.
just talking.
The same thing we
So
do
y'all
every.
continue to talk.
The same thing we do every intro, nigga. Talk, motherfucker. And you
Man.
chime in.
Y'all go on with that shit.
That's the niggas know can't get right.
All right. We'll get quiet.
Let's get quiet.
Dummy.
Dummy.
That shit was rather low, Dez. What happened?
Maybe it come up different.
We in the back of the back. I want to hear that bit live.
Oh, me
Right.
too. You know
See what it
I'm
sound like.
saying? Right. Turn me up, son, Guru. Yeah.
Nah, we might chime in off
Tell them
that.
niggas stop doing your job, Dez. Like, it's time for Stock the intro, but he just gonna be an asshole and not. So it's okay.
Y'all like that as the intro?
You could have picked your point at any time, fool.
I just figured like everybody was gonna chime in and we was gonna get to something. Like
That was a very adequate intro.
Okay, come on, dance, can edit, come on. You tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, cause like we say every week, we never leave.
At all.
This episode 73. It's Sunday, March the 1st.
You bitch,
when you hear it, it's gonna be Monday, March the 2nd. You dig?
you.
Happy March.
We back, man, fresh off the Mardi Gras trail, man. We laissez les bon temps roulé all through the cities in New Orleans and Mobile. Had a great time, man. We back,
Yes,
we
sir.
back. Nigga, where you at, Hoop?
I'm chilling, man. I just got back from letting the good times roll, as you just said. But I came to the conclusion, man. Next year, that's my vacation from here on out. I'm going home for the whole week. I'm not coming back early. The whole week, man. No, cause you know, like y'all just said, they had a parade today or yesterday in Mobile, so shit still be going on afterwards. So I'm staying the whole week, man. Had a blast though. You know what I'm saying, can't get right, but he came down and never can't get right anymore. That nigga gonna rush you to get everywhere. Come on, let's go get on the ferry.
Dummy.
Come on, let's go on Bourbon. Come on, let's go uptown. Okay, let's go home. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
No, because I had to fit. I had to try to fit as much in the. You was there, like you said. I had to fit all of New Orleans in the 6 hours.
Nah, you had to.
Well, because I had something to do that night.
I asked you that. You said nothing.
Yeah, I had something to do that night.
Right, because you could have planned out the layout a little bit
Right,
better.
you know what I'm saying? I said, what you got to do tonight? Like, nothing, just got to get back to Mobile. Like, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But we had fun, you know what I'm saying? I was glad I was able to take your cousins out and y'all got to see some shit. And
Yeah.
that shit
Right
pretty
on.
cool.
I'm telling you, man, we didn't get to do it this year. I was on short. Shit, I was on.
Who
part-time.
did what he said he was going to do it for Mardi
Yeah.
Gras too? He went to Mobile.
He did.
You did.
And
You did.
and he,
Jonathan.
I'm
did.
throwing shots at
he was a
Todd.
representative
Yeah,
of us.
did.
I'm throwing shots at Todd.
I knew it, but I was here to catch him, man. I was gonna be okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, for real, on the real, like it was such a short period of time, man. Like I was there Friday and I was gone Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But next year, I want to come to that Saturday shit. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
see
man.
what that
Saturday
shit
is
like.
the
I'm
day to
gonna
come.
plan it out a little better next year.
Right.
Saturday's the
Facts.
perfect day to come. Though.
That's what you
like I
say,
said,
so I'ma come.
any day cool though.
I'm gonna try to come Saturday. I mean, because Saturday not a big day. I done seen the parade a million times, and now the niggas throwing TVs. I don't want to be no.
Pit bull puppets and shit.
Yeah, well, that was a different parade, but nah, going to New Orleans was cool. Kicking it with my cousins, showing them, you know, both cities. Well, thank you for showing them New Orleans.
How did they enjoy it?
Oh, they loved it. They already put in their vacation for next year. I don't even know when the fuck it is, but they already put in their vacation. But nah, that was dope. Got to eat. What's my chicken spot? Brothers. Got to go uptown, downtown, crosstown, all that shit.
Hey,
Todd, how was your week, my nigga?
eventful to
I
say
don't
the
think
least.
nobody live like Todd.
Oh, Todd lived.
That nigga was having a
This-
great time. Every time you seen him.
That nigga's on the Food Network channel.
But
Dummy.
because that was my thing, man. Like, it's nothing like fresh seafood. We live in Birmingham, away from water. So although we can get seafood, it's not like they just pulling that shit out the water. And
We got
throwing
the
it in
frozen
grill.
shit. When they
Right,
get
you know
here.
what I'm saying? Like, it done been on ice for a few days by the time we get it up here. But aside from that, my nigga, man, listen. Yeah, I apologize, Hootie. I did say that I was gonna go to Numb Talk,
You did.
and I really, I swear,
Numb
Hootie, I
Talk.
wanted to go.
Don't
I
be
did.
fucking our words up.
What it is?
Nah, I'm top.
Numb Talk.
There you go.
I'm coming next year. I promise.
Okay.
I promise you.
parade you told me to come to.
Yeah.
I ain't even go try to got there.
Because it was the preacher parade. He said he wanted to miss it.
Nutmeg.
So, yeah, but
I pulled up on
He pulled up
stock
on
at the Preacher Parade.
yeah, I hadn't even catch that shit either. Hootie, that's why I'm mad. I ain't go.
And you ain't go to the parade. Damn, now I'm even more mad. No.
Yeah, and that's my bad. But I will say this to all of our listeners: if you ever ride the float, please practice accuracy, dog. I fucked around and got hit in the eye with some stinking ass cookies. Fool. Nigga threw that bitch like a baseball.
But
That might have been. He might have been accurate.
No, he couldn't have been accurate the way he hit me with that shit.
Yeah, I was trying to hit you.
But at the same time, that happened every parade.
Man,
Yeah.
Like you gotta have your head on the
Yeah,
swivel,
exactly. That
nigga.
was your
And that's
fault.
exactly
Your
what it
fault.
was. I'm looking
You learned
one
that.
way,
You learned that as a
and when I
jitterbug.
turn around, fool,
You in
that
the parade
bitch-
in your phone, goddamn.
Man, that nigga threw that bit. No, I didn't. That nigga had, man, that shit hit me so hard, fool. The cookie bag exploded. Like that bitch, cookies was everywhere. That nigga, my shit was red for a week.
I don't
Nigga
know.
ride past the goddamn on the back of the truck where we was standing. And nigga was like, man, my bad, bro, my bad.
Well, I tell you this.
and I'm with my older brother. And you know he already got a few screws loose right now. Like, man, you better ride the fuck off, man, before I pull you off that float. Like, he hot about that shit. So, needless to say, aside from me getting goddamn my eye damn near gouged out by a bag of cookies, We had fun. I ate all
I still
seafood.
think that's your fault.
That's
Nigga,
your
at the
fault.
parade, you gotta have your head.
And I'm
on
about
the
to say,
food.
no matter how much my mama practice, she's never gonna be accurate.
Man.
She just let shit fly.
You just throw a
Fuck,
bunch
you
of
gonna be
shit
accurate
in the
throwing a
air.
box of oatmeal pies.
But it wasn't. It wasn't even
Like you practice that shit all year.
Get your
Fool.
ass
Let me go out here and
It
throw
was
my oatmeal
a pack
pies.
of cookies. Like, you know how you had like cookies and fucking Chips
that
Ahoy?
picture.
He threw that shit like a goddamn baseball. That shit caught me right here, fool.
And he was drunk.
Why
by
you wasn't
then.
looking?
I was talking to my brother. He was right here.
Exactly, nigga. That's what we saying, nigga. You can't turn your
You
head.
gotta wait
off
for
right
that
here.
last nigga at the top to get past you enough out of distance
Joe, I
to
swear.
prepare for the next float.
This nigga was this way. He wasn't
And
even up
cookies
on me yet,
travel.
fool. Obviously, them whole travel at high
That
velocity
shit was on
too.
purpose. That nigga
For
said,
real.
let me hold these cookies.
Right.
here for this
I don't know who
I
he
don't
was
fuck with
aiming
that
for.
nigga tongue.
Right. Bang, there
Let
you
me
go.
catch him. What about yours, Joe? How about your week, bro?
I already had my week recap. How
Nigga,
was
skip
yours?
your ass.
Stop.
He did kind of.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a good week, man. Mardi Gras was a great time. It was short. Yeah, shit. We back. We all kind of chimed in on the Mardi Gras portion of it. It was a good time, man. Something about Mardi Gras, man. Like when you look on the internet and from everybody's stores, man, it's just a great time. I will tell people, man, who come into the city because I had a friend who said her husband came down there and he died day 2. You gotta know how to pace yourself, nigga, because that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, if you gonna try to go to Tuesday, you gotta learn how to pace yourself. Y'all old asses be out there, bitch, trying to drink like you like it was 10 years ago. You ain't gonna make it.
Right.
But I was tired at least 2-3 days after I came back.
Yeah, man. Mardi Gras could test you. Cause like you ain't really used to drinking that much, that often and bashing that much, man.
This is true.
Yeah.
You go to bed whenever, and then you turn around, it's 11 o'clock parade. Then you're like,
You gotta be
God,
right back up.
Then it's something else to do. Then
I think our average sleep was 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
In Mobile?
Yeah,
Oh,
the whole month, the whole
Right,
time.
Right, but yeah, you right.
And it started
About
before I
3
even left.
hours. This is very true.
Yeah, but shouts out to Mardi Gras, man. It was definitely a dope week. I had fun catching up with my people. I don't get to see that often. Cad Money, you know what I'm saying? It was dope sitting down, catching up with him, man.
Yeah. And his little cousins, man. Oh, his little nephews, man. Them little niggas, that was fun.
But they were bad, boy. Them little niggas, that crazy.
Like, shit at you.
we should have put Courtney on the sick and shut in list. She just not recovering. We should have put her on the list.
Yeah.
Kobe tribute.
Shouts out to the Bean.
Yeah, man. This week, man, I don't know, where y'all was, or if I know a lot of people said they couldn't emotionally watch it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Somebody was like, "You gonna watch the Kobe tribute?" And I was like, "No, I'm not watching that. It's too sad." And as soon as I said too sad, I pushed the link and started watching it. And I just got stuck, man. It was hard to do work. It was hard to do anything, man. Just watching all the different people get up, talk, pay their respects to Kobe, seeing all the different people that was in the audience, talking about Kobe's life and how he impacted them, seeing his wife get up there, man. I couldn't even imagine how she got up there and said anything, let alone talk about her daughter and her husband and the impact they had and how they were as in their home. Sometimes you see these superstars and you see these figures, you don't really get to see how they are as just day-to-day humans. Right. And it was just, my hats go off to her to be able to stand in front of all of those people, knowing that it's millions of people are watching, and be able to deliver a speech and with strength and dignity, man, to see her just up there, man. Our thoughts and prayers still go out with her and the family, man. Did y'all get a chance to see it? And if you did you watch it? What did you take from it? Where y'all at with it?
Man, well, so crazy. I just because I had pulled it up on YouTube a couple of days ago because I was still in Mobile, and I just watched it this morning. Like you said, the strength it took for her to do it on a much smaller scale, like been having to speak before, like you don't know. She probably didn't know till she started doing it.
Yeah, that she could do it. Yeah,
you know that, but you just get through it for that person. I think the love for that person kind of take you through it. Yeah, because you're like, I have to go up here and do this for them and do it right. I think everybody did a great job. I love the jokes, the stories, most of all. So
yeah,
I'm glad I watched it. I think the only thing I really skipped was Christina Aguilera.
Who? Christina.
Dummy.
Man, I didn't.
Christina, goddamn.
I didn't watch it because. What's her last name? Say the last name.
Algiers.
He got that part right. Nigga, that nigga fucked up Christina, goddamn.
Put the bill down, my nigga. Put it down.
Shut up.
But nah, I ain't get a chance to watch. I am one of those people. It's just hard for me to watch things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like just to see somebody up there when you know they're going through it. I look at it like I tried to put myself just from seeing like the little highlights and things. Put myself in those shoes of her and say, would I be able to speak in front of a coliseum full of people that I do not know about losing my husband and my daughter?
Yeah.
Or my wife and my daughter or a kid. Like that takes a different kind of strength. Just when you speak in front of, like, I'm nervous to speak in front of a room of 20 people that I do know, let alone millions of people you don't know. So to her, my hats are super off, man. And she made it through it effortlessly.
And like Ken Garrett said, man, everybody's speech was impactful, and I like how they did it because it was a college kid who was in college right now.
At Oregon.
The girl there's one that's killing from Oregon. And she talked about how he impacted her life and their relationship. And then you had, the different legends and the coaches. You got Michael Jordan got up there and told a story, man. And Shaq got up there and told his story, man. Shaq had the crowd laughing. I thought it was real funny when Jordan was telling his speech and he was saying how, like, Kobe used to be like kind of throwing in his side a little bit, like the little brother that get on your nerves, and how they, always bothering you and always making you look bad sometimes.
Always in your shoes.
Always in your shoes and clothes and stuff. And he was saying how, and now look at what Kobe got me doing. He got me up here crying. I'm boo-hooing up here. And now I'm finna be a mean for the next 5 years.
He was like, I told my wife I wasn't going to pee this again.
Yeah. So that just was dope, man, to usher in humor at a time when, everybody was kind of emotional. I know every time I tried to get emotional, I ain't gonna lie, I tried to sidetrack myself with something.
Turn your head.
A couple of different times. Man, people could just open their mouth about, just to see how much impact a man had on other people's lives, Right.
It started off with what's my buddy that was he was kind of what you call it when you like leading everything, the
Jimmy Kimmel.
The moderator. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, cuz he was,
he
close.
lost it. Yeah. I thought it was nice, man. And to your point, what you were saying, I felt like it was one of those things that I just kind of had to watch. I felt like it's gonna be one of them things 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you're gonna be feeling like I remember that, I watched that. You know what I mean? When it happened. So
and the good thing about it, it was a good like 2 hours. It didn't seem like 2 hours, but it was only 2 hours. Yeah. Like with that Aretha Franklin and Michael Jackson, like that shit went on.
That shit went on for 24 hours.
Like, no, bro, it ain't that much. No.
You gotta say that shit though.
Well, because it was, and I don't want that edited because that ain't memorizing, somebody more, Now
you literally have people on stage sleep, like, and during that whole Aretha.
Like, nah, bro. Give me a good hour and a half, and y'all get out there and go party and talk about the fun part.
I didn't watch it though. Like, I couldn't bring myself to. I will potentially watch it, but as of right now, I was a Kobe guy. So
did y'all see? And we don't have to stay on this long, but did y'all see that Vanessa, Kobe Bryant's wife, is suing? She has a wrongful death lawsuit against the helicopter company. Basically claiming that the pilot was reckless.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I did see that.
Get your money.
I saw that she's basically suing them for wages he may have earned in the future, which means they're no more. Right. Basically, that company over with. They ain't coming back no more.
But she should. She should. It was an old plane. It wasn't like Kobe got the plane off Groupon or something. He was paying top dollar for it. They should have had top equipment in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I saw it. I mean, I felt like I knew that part was coming.
Yeah. Got to.
It's just that, like, when in accidents, it just, I hate, the pilot has a family and he got people, you know what I'm saying? And then to see that, like, your family member may have been reckless or did something, wrong in that instance, it just kind of sucked. but it come with the territory. That's kind of how it goes.
Because the thing is, he probably did that same flight 2 days before in the same.
I never thought about it from that aspect of it.
And it just was a quick thought, like damn, like because every time you hear people are naming his name in the list of victims, he died, and we go out to do our jobs, man. We don't set out to hurt anybody, and I'm sure it wasn't malicious, but at the same time, again, this is how it goes. So, she doing what she feels she needs to do for her family, and can't judge that at all.
Y'all saw what's going on with the L.A. police officer department or whatever about photo. They got one of the officers, or a couple of the officers who got there to the site was taking pictures, and now they're kind of showing them off to his girlfriend and stuff like that. And the police department tried to sweep it under the rug, but now it's coming out and get bigger. So you'll probably see more on that.
Good. Sue their asses.
That's what I was going.
I just come on, man. Like have some respect. Like why would you look at this? This the crash of Kobe. Like come on, man. I don't know.
Because think about what that crash. I mean, that was people like that shredded apart. Like why would you want to see that? Why would you want to share that?
Why is that something to show off?
Like.
I don't know.
And then let me tell you something else. These stupid ass Facebook people, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, they gotta take this shit away from some folks, dog. Like for real, they got to.
You got to take a test to get on Facebook.
Pass the fucking background check.
Why? What they did, Todd?
Bro? Did you like during the whole beautiful ceremony that I didn't watch? I just saw clips, just like what I'm saying. Y'all was speaking of. They getting mad about the lady not acknowledging Kobe Bryant's family. Now, if you knew anything about it, Kobe and his family, they didn't have the best relationship. But why is this the time for you to put that shit out there? Like, why would you even have an opinion about, like, they had a private ceremony, like, outside of the damn memorial. Right. So how do you know that wasn't,
you don't know if they didn't want to be there. You don't know if...
They still lost the child at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's why I find myself more and more paying attention
I'm telling you, man,
people on the internet.
Please, at all costs, think about the shit you put out there before you put it out there, dog. Like, that shit is damaging.
Them people want them likes, them shares. That shit means something. That shit like a hug to them.
Well,
but
stop reading
that shit. That's just how that internet be. Just like, and I'm glad that you said that. Sometimes they just be in a rush to report shit, be in a rush to be the first to do something, be in a rush to say something, just like they was talking about the little 9-year-old kid. The little 9-year-old boy, for people who, might have been on the rock, who was being bullied because of his dwarfism. Basically, people was giving him a lot of flack, saying that the boy was really 18. Why would you, I don't know why you would take off on that, or why you would, like, go deep in it without really knowing background of it. But anyway, man, the boy, they say he 9, not 18.
Who?
Because it came out, he got all the money. Then people started saying it was 18, but then come find out why they won't see. You should be just as loud in the correction than you are with being wrong.
Right.
So them same people like, oh, my bad.
Nah, that ain't gonna
They basically say
they
about
just move on and be wrong about something else.
People saying about investigating that they basically went on his mother's page and saw that he was from her page indicated that he was born around December 13th, 2010, from photos and public record. Them people research the fuck out of it. And, she showed on her page, hey, I'm pregnant. Like, like we got history of everything we've ever done for real. So it said that he was born around 2010. Showed birthdays where he celebrated his first birthday in 2011. His 7th birthday was in 2017, according to photos that were on her picture. Now, this is years before this incident ever come out. You know what I'm saying? So when people say he 18, and then you can go to his mom's page and track.
Where did the 18 come from? Or was it one of those things one person
people see a picture and then run with it. Like, he finessed.
He's an 18-year-old actor.
So basically, grown-ass people are adding to the bullying in a sense. So, I mean, again, we don't know if it's true or not, but some stuff you just need to leave the fuck alone, I think.
That's why I barely even mention or comment on serious stuff. Especially if
I don't comment on the internet. I comment on nothing.
I mean,
absolutely
me either. It's very rare that I come out.
Other than if it's like one of y'all pitch up like you look stupid.
And even when I see some shit like me, like right now, when I see some shit, the first thing I do when I see some shit that like make me mad or like intrigue me, I typically go look it up. Or if I see a website that's Oh, I don't know
Looks
who's
stupid.
who.com.
Yeah.
Let me go see if I can find it on some more reputable sites.
Right.
And that's the first thing I do before I go crazy with it. And I look at the date because, we've
the
talked
date is
about
all
that.
right.
People get all bent out of shape. And that
Should be
shit say,
having 2015.
December 2005, goddamn.
Right.
So,
And Channel, they stay getting some shit from Channel 13 News. Ain't Big Mo got Channel 13?
the Super Soaker, man. We've talked a lot about this. We came in here the other day. Can't get right, had all these Nerf guns in there. And so now they actually bringing a Super Soaker back. For all you 90s babies, 80s babies, man, who grew up on a Super Soaker, probably 80s babies. They bringing it back, man. I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm pretty sure all you motherfuckers played with it. But they're bringing it back, man. The Super Soaker 100, the 30, the 10, all will be exclusively released at Target. Y'all seen that?
That's
I want
dope.
one
That's
with the big
dope. I'm going to get
Yeah,
one.
do they have the one with the
Going to
backpack?
get that.
It said the
What's the release?
XP 100. That was the first one. I remember I had that.
They ain't got the one with the book bag on it?
It don't say shit. I don't
Them
know.
hoes for
But
the
they
low,
actually
too.
releasing them under new names this year. So
They gotta have a big backpack.
the price is cheaper than I
Like
remember.
that
What the bitch like
$12?
$199 back?
No, they wasn't that high.
I wouldn't have had it.
The one with the book bag, that bit will buy 50 though.
It probably was about 50.
That bit will buy 50.
I felt like them bitches cost a lot.
No.
For
did.
$7.99, you can buy 4 of them hoes.
Right.
Well, they'll be available spring 2020. So we know we gotta do us a
Dummies
little pool party.
I was just thinking
The
about
Super
that.
Soaker dummy pool party or some shit. I don't know. We gonna have that bitch. And if you ain't got one,
Can't
better get one.
Doomed.
Don't come in there with no bucket. We're gonna have a little
Nigga
bucket.
come in with that little
Some cups.
dollar,
Come in there
the
with
little dollar store gun.
Some
That
water
you-
balloons.
That
You had to
pull
pull
a
the
little shit
thing
out. You push it up under the water, close that bit back.
Because you couldn't even pour water on it. Wouldn't go in there.
Yeah, we might need to do that, man. The dumbest Super Soaker
That's a
spring
little handheld right there.
party.
P20.
That bit 45. That would eBay.
That's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah. They gonna sell out though.
Yeah, they
Oh,
They're gonna sell
trust
out
me.
quick.
For I get 2 of them hoes.
damn sure gotta have a Dummies water day. Goddamn.
Yeah, so that
We got a Target plug, so we might be in there.
Okay. Put us on the list.
I didn't know if you were gonna bring it up, but yeah, USC is offering free tuition for families making under $80,000 a year.
Free tuition, making under 80,000. That ain't bad. What's the rest of
I mean, it's the least you could do if you got another lady, goddamn, get another daughter in there. You a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? You still in tuition, getting her in there for free, right?
What's the requirements for that? Just under 80K?
Well,
Yeah, with a 32
you
ACT.
They be leaving little good little details.
and that
about
says families that you have to have an annual income of 80K or less. You'll be, considered to, attend. So
Just file separate your child's
Right.
senior year, junior year.
Don't teach people how to break the system.
damn fool. Might as well.
That's
shit,
not
that
illegal.
lady- Right.
It's not.
That lady did
Taxes
it.
wise, it's not illegal.
You sure?
What the lady from Full
You
House?
can file
was?
separate whenever you want to. That you just gonna pay more, but you ain't gonna pay USC tuition more.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think it's dope, man, that they, taking a stance to try to help more kids get into college. We already know that college is super expensive, man, and the cost has just went up and up and up and up. So, offering programs for kids that meet that threshold, man, I think is a good idea, man.
Shit, boy, you see the tuition price on there?
Each eligible undergraduate student will get up to $45,000 more in financial aid according to the university's website.
How much does it cost to go to USC?
I'm pretty sure it's expensive though.
Yeah.
Per
Shit.
year, I'm pretty
it's
sure
probably
it's
about
expensive.
30, 40 a year.
Especially if you probably get one of those kids who qualify from out of state. That $45,000 might not even cover it.
No, it's not covering out of state.
Shit.
Right.
Man, who was just talking? Was that me and you talking about out of state fees? Yeah. That
Yeah,
should be
honestly, like
stupid.
we were talking like
But USC, hell yeah, I'm pretty sure that shit about 40, 45. And that's tuition.
that's crazy.
You ain't ate yet.
But college, that shit ridiculous.
Yeah, that's robbery right there.
I used to look at it like some people like about. Do you know how much your tuition was? Like you ever looked at those sheets when we would get them
About 24, 2,500.
per semester?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was like 9. 8, 9. It
Per
wasn't like-
semester? I thought it was like 9 too.
And
Per semester?
Yeah, for about 15 hours, it was around 2,000.
whatever
Might
it
be
was,
right, shit.
My
man.
shit, whatever it
I know
was,
Miles was a goddamn 5.
shit. But whatever it was, my shit was like triple that because of out of state fees. Glad I never had to pay no shit like that. But just looking at that shit crazy.
Sheesh.
That make no sense.
Yeah,
How
look
much
at
these
that.
schools make?
See,
man?
about it's 10,000 in state.
Yeah, see that shit.
Out of state
damn near triple.
25,000.
just for living in another state.
That's why I said like, okay, so it might have been 9. It was like 8 though.
Oh, you talking about for the year?
No.
Yeah, for the I thought we was talking about for the year.
Oh no, I was talking about for the semester.
I would say the
So
semester.
I mean, we right at the same amount,
Right.
25, 7. Yeah. So we.
Yeah. And college can add up. And then you still gotta add in meal plans and shit. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, y'all saw Erykah Badu, man, the La Pussy incense that we talked about a couple weeks ago. They sold out in 11 minutes.
No way.
Room.
I was 12 minutes too late.
No way.
She wrote a tweet, cause I guess Gwyneth Paltrow or somebody got some. She said, my incense was not inspired by Gwyneth Paltrow, whatever her name is. I don't know. She said, that's a whole nother kind of pussy. She said, I've been in the lab for years. I stay on my pussy muscle hustle. However, panties off to Gwyneth's candles. We love guap or whatever she said. I don't know. But
Goop.
shouts out to her.
Shouts out to her. That's crazy.
You buying some candles, who?
Hell no, I don't want the room to smell like pussy. Just give me a little, you know what I'm saying? little coconut. Or, it depends on what that pussy smell
But
like,
I think she said her shit like smell different though.
Like what, peaches?
Like pineapple or some shit.
Smell
I
like
don't know.
candy?
What
Too old for that shit, Todd.
She said, hell no, I don't want
Exactly
that.
what that shit smell like.
Right. Vagina.
Right. I want my shit to smell like vanilla. Your shit don't smell like vanilla. I want that candle.
I want cranberries and frost. Got that?
Erykah, you got that?
Shit. Hell wrong with you?
Got multiple
Hey,
pussy
I don't
smell.
want the room to smell like ass. Huh?
Hey,
Right, you got that?
it wasn't nothing more than exciting in college walking into a chick room and you smell that love smell. You already knew.
Yeah.
We ain't even got to watch the movie today.
Not today.
Fool, you ever been hit so hard in the face, you just shake your head like, yeah, and then nobody ask you shit.
From your mama. Yeah.
Like,
Shut
nigga hit your ass.
up.
Bow.
Quick backhand.
And nigga just,
I ain't even do nothing.
like you hit in the nose and shit. Like, yep. Ain't nobody ask you nothing.
Stand on sense. Y'all nigga talking about sense.
Where the hell that came from?
I still don't even know.
I had a flashback from them cookies hitting me in the eye, fool.
Yeah, a cookie
Definitely
flash.
had that flashback.
You had that little ring in your ears.
I saw black spots, fool. That's all I seen.
Nigga had CTE right quick.
I did.
It was okay. You still could hear.
Concussed out
Concussion.
that bitch.
I knew it, fool. I shouldn't have told him, man.
What's that?
I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna see how many more he gonna give me.
That was right
You
there.
should have told him what?
Talking about, never mind.
Nah, I'm gonna wait. And see how many more he got.
And then you gonna let it fly?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Come
let
on,
it
can't
fly.
get right. Keep coming with it.
I can load up now.
Doing, man. I want to see, man.
Speaking of scents, man, y'all seen McDonald's to release some scented candles that smell like quarter pounders.
Keep that.
I know who will be in the first in line.
Who that?
Baron.
Baron Marks. Baron Marks.
That nigga be in his office. Yeah, man, I've been editing all day with my quarter pounder candle.
No, check a French fry can.
I'm waiting on the checkers.
Dummy.
Ketchup, no.
Bruh.
What that say? Fresh,
Goddamn 100% fresh beef smell.
pickles, no. Onions, hell no.
Who the fuck want that shit?
I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm gonna tell Erykah Badu. I don't want to. I take y'all apple pie smell though. That about it.
Apple pie smell.
I take that. That's
Gotta
it.
go hard.
Y'all keep the rest of that shit.
Nigga got a pickle
They
counter.
got
Who
a
the fuck
pickle
want that?
counter.
They gonna have the ice
How
cream.
the fuck the beef counter?
They gonna have
smell?
the ice
That bitch
cream.
brown. That shit don't even look like.
They gonna have the ice cream smell, but that bitch ain't gonna work, of course. 'Cause you-
Yeah.
You gonna like that bitch? You gonna smell like air.
that bitch gonna go out.
Yeah, that bitch gonna go out. You ain't even gonna light the ice cream candle.
Oh,
Man.
nah, man, stop trying to give us all this fatty shit. We want no ketchup smelling in our
You feel like you got high blood pressure. Smelling the
Hey,
candle.
vanilla is just fine.
vanilla apple pie.
That shit been working. Bath and Body Works stay open.
I could always go for a vanilla candle too.
Hey, all you need. I got a whiskey candle. You know what it smells like? Vanilla.
Just call it
Whiskey got a little vanilla to it.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all seen Lil Baby drop?
Hey,
Shouts out to Lil.
Finally got some music pumping and jumping, man. Lil Baby dropped his album. I think it was called My Turn. We done had a couple of days with it now because it dropped on Friday. I think it's his 5th album actually. My man came in and dropped some shit in a short period of time. But did y'all see? Did y'all have a chance to listen and go through My Turn by Lil Baby?
Absolutely. That shit jamming front to back to me.
Front to back.
Front to back.
I agree.
Like,
Front
that
to
shit
back.
is jamming, fool. And you know, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, one of them kind of nigga. I got, y'all call it old nigga ears, whatever. That nigga shit jam.
Your ears is older.
For real. That nigga shit rolling.
I mean, I think it shows how the type of artist he is, because I wasn't surprised by it. Like, the shit live now, don't get me wrong. But I expected it to be live. It wasn't like surprising. The nigga been consistently putting out good shit.
Yeah, it definitely. If you've been in the pocket where we've been at, we're not surprised by it. But talking about how live it is.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking about the production. That's just a part of it. I'm talking about the lyrics. Like, if you listen to what this man is saying, and that nigga can go.
I specifically went to go listen to see how many drug references he has, since he was like, I'm not rapping about that because I ain't taking them. So why would I rap about that? And I didn't hear very many. I ain't listened fully hard enough, but I ain't listened. But so far, I think it's super dope, man. It's considered his sophomore album, and it's expected to sell about 190K. In comparison, Wayne sold 139 his first week with the last album. With the funeral album. So 190K is pretty goddamn dope. But P was on Instagram, we need 250. Whereas you remember back in our day, niggas say back in our day, niggas be like, we gotta sell a $500,000 to $1 million first week. And
that was different times. That was before streaming and everything.
And now these boys get 190K sales and shit.
And you said they consider this his sophomore album, but I seen this little meme, man, that they had on him where he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 albums. They had him on that picture,
all
like
of them
Kobe.
albums or mixtapes?
They mixtapes.
They had him on that, like what Kobe, where he went 5 for 5.
Yeah.
They call them mixtapes, but them shits, I think them as albums.
Well, no, they mixtapes. I don't know how.
How do you know they mixtapes?
Because the label, and they say it's a mixtape. But this is second album. I don't know, because it's all original.
So what was the
music.
first album?
They sell it.
The one last year, right before him and Gunna came out, I want to say. With the Drip Too Hard shit on, I think.
It was the song with Drake. I think
that was on
the
Drake's
one.
album, right?
No, that was on Baby album.
And that might have been on the mixtape.
I thought that was his album.
Pull up Lil Baby discography.
Please, Young Dezo. Either way, though, that bitch. What's y'all favorite song on her?
I gotta go.
What's the one I sent in there? The Scarred.
Emotionally Scarred.
Emotionally Scarred.
That and Can't Explain for me. Them hoes running neck and neck.
Them whole
Both of them hoes, Jan.
No, Google it for me. Don't put it, because they just gonna put up everything. Google it for me.
Street Gossip, I want to say.
Harder
Street
than
Gossip
ever.
was
That's
his
the
first
album
album.
you talking about. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were talking about.
See what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what's the album and what ain't.
Harder than ever.
I think it's Street Gossip.
But yeah, it's harder than ever, and Nelson. But everything else is a mixtape. I just don't know what they define, how you
Street Gossip
define it as a mixtape.
I don't know, but I do know every body of work that nigga done put out been harder than freezing meat.
See, harder than ever. Harder than ever in my turn.
Yeah.
But like, what do you call all this other
But
stuff?
harder than ever got a harder than ever too. Like, I don't.
Harder than ever 2 is a mixtape. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know how they.
I just thought that was his first album, the one we had Drake on.
Yeah, it don't have sales on it, so maybe that's how it worked. Who knows? But all I know is that consistent.
And that's crazy. It don't have sales. How don't?
If it's a mixtape, it probably won't have.
But it's on the streaming service though, so somebody got to get paid for that, which is even more confusing.
I don't know. Maybe because it's a mixtape. If it's a mixtape, you don't get sold.
Maybe you can't buy the album. You know how I
don't think it's anything on Apple Music you can't buy. Like normally they'll throw that shit on my mixtapes or.
But honestly though,
now they be
that shit is on
works.
all. It's covering all things. Like that Pilf, you'll see that Harder Than Ever on there.
Yeah, you'll find that on there, but
find a lot
you're not
of
gonna
shit
find all of those the droughts.
No,
like on Apple Music.
No, Harder Than Ever not gonna be on my mixtape. If it's considered his album,
they be putting them on there.
But it's on.
They do now?
Yeah, they put real albums.
They put real albums on that bit, like that Currency shit.
Yeah.
That shit on there.
Damn.
Because I guess they ain't fucking with no label shit, so they do what they want to. And that's what he was kind of saying on that pull up shit. Like he was like, "Shit, I do what I want to. The labels give me freedom to do that."
They should,
because he says music always come back.
Right.
So what you got to say with me if I produce numbers?
Right.
Yeah, and we've said a lot, especially on here, that between him, Drake, Ross. Baby Drake, Ross, and
maybe Future.
Future kind of on that tail end.
He
on that backside, but you can
he can make something come back.
I'm not running to a Future album.
That man can make some song. He make music, man. He in tune to it.
I don't know what it is. That nigga shit goes.
Yeah. This is the dopest album. I mean, Ryder Rich dropped last year, right? That was last year. So
Should have been.
yeah, so
Tail
far,
end of
man,
last year.
this man shit jamming front to back.
Yeah.
Like Todd say. So if you haven't heard it, make sure you get your ears on it, man. It's definitely a dope ass album, man.
My boy got that Picasso album cover though. That shit there, little.
It's no, he the baby goat.
Now he said since everybody goats, he a hyena.
Yeah. And on his album, he said, "I don't call myself the goat. I let the people do it."
I let the people do it.
But
It's baby goats down at the bottom though.
yeah. That's all, I guess. I'm glad you brought up Drake. We had listened to those 2 songs earlier today, Chicago Freestyle and what was the other one?
I ain't check him out.
Yeah, I hadn't listened
Shit.
to it. Man,
Chicago Freestyle and what was that other shit called?
Say When? Or
Yeah, when say something. Shit, I don't know. Oh, when to say when.
But he released it on SoundCloud. Y'all
Right.
think SoundCloud gave him a bag for that?
There's something behind it.
Or was it a way to get around
With Drake, it's
some
some-
label stuff? It was a reason why.
But
Drake not a SoundCloud
I don't think
rapper.
Drake has.
but
to
it's
get
a lot
around
of his
the
shit
label
on SoundCloud.
Of course, because they going to put it on there. But for him to, and he put up the link. He put up the link. Say,
but I
go
don't-
listen here.
Right, but I don't think it's nothing with the label because I don't think Drake has to do anything to get around the label.
Right.
At this point.
But they probably gave him a bag for it.
So
Oh,
I
you
think
probably
every
just
move
dropped some free
at this
shit,
point,
let you
every
know it's
move
on
he
the way.
makes to me is a business move somehow.
And he made a video for it. The nigga shit got like 2.5 million views like overnight. The shit been up, like when I checked it earlier, had just been up overnight.
Shit.
Right.
I ain't even listened to it yet.
Like,
I ain't gonna listen to it on purpose.
Because you want to do singles?
Oh, yeah. But we don't know if that's going to be on the album, so you can listen to it. It's a Lucy.
I'll wait to find out.
It's gonna be on the album for sure.
Right.
But it was definitely a dope ass song, man. That video was like, man, see that nigga house? That nigga ain't bullshitting.
Who
That
that?
garage that nigga came up out of.
Nigga had a bathtub airlifted. Kind of shit.
But man, he's not going to be in too many people's top 5. But he's top 5.
As far as
Who
what?
not in
Who that?
too many people top 5?
Drake?
He is, I think.
Yeah.
What people?
Yeah, man.
He in y'all top 5?
Like ever?
Yeah, ever. But
He's approaching.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Top
we
10.
got to start talking about him.
It's hard to say no.
He's a top 5 rapper.
He may be
by
sick.
far.
He a top 5.
He might not
six
be
or
in
seven.
your top 5, but he's a top 5 rapper. The shit he's done, if you want to measure numbers, impact, he's top 5.
I mean, even numbers.
Yeah, impact.
Numbers impact, man. People got to start giving that man credit. The lyrics.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
vocals. Lyrics and vocals.
Bodies at work.
Yeah. Man make material. However
He the
you wanna
first.
say it.
He the first of his kind of that magnitude, singing and rapping and acting.
And what's
this
crazy
and
is that nigga still got more time.
Did we
Got
count
years
him?
left,
Did we
fool.
count him in our when we was talking about entertainers? I don't think nobody mentioned him.
No,
See,
'cause
that's,
I
we
don't
don't
think
come
we
up
talk
like that.
entertainers.
But he is.
I don't
think
know
we
if you
did
can do
lyric.
him yet because he hadn't went back. Once Drake tapped back into the movie side and the
He
show
is.
side.
He not in it, but he got him. Like he got the Top Boy shit on Netflix.
Yeah, but he ain't did it yet. This is what I'm saying. Like Jamie Foxx and all them niggas got movies. Ice Cube got movies, and like he can't. He's not in that category yet because all he got is Degrassi. That was before, and he ain't been in nothing since. So,
that shit was pretty good.
but once he tap into it, we'll see. Speaking of Drake, fucking Drake, Pusha T, all that shit. Did y'all see that? Clips. Clips is the group that Pusha T in. They manager Anthony Jeezy Gonzalez said that they drug raps that they wrote about was 95% based on his life. I don't know if y'all saw that, and if y'all did, does that change how y'all feel or think about Pusha T Drake beef? Because Drake did call that out right out the gate.
Well, I knew that shit from the jump,
Right,
man.
and
Like,
I
that
didn't-
nigga can't
I
be out
don't
there like
care.
that. Like
Yeah,
that.
he ain't
But
Scarface
it don't
out
take
here in
away
the
from his
streets.
lyrical ability. So no, not for me.
Well, when you say don't take what you talking about?
like
Pusha T, lyrical
yeah.
bit? Oh, okay. But having said that, like, does it okay? You say that Drake don't write his raps, and you fucking with Drake about writing raps.
This is true.
And you're rapping about dope, and you ain't the
Touch
dope
that
guy.
shit,
Ain't
right.
that kind of similar?
So
I see your point. I see the correlation you can make.
So was he never in a dope game? Or was he ever in a dope game? Maybe he wasn't Scarface, but I don't doubt that he was in it somehow.
I don't. And I'm just not thinking like that. Anytime, like the way that he rap about that shit, I don't think he ever touched that shit.
I don't know
Me
if he
personally,
never. I highly.
But I will say this: as a nigga coming where we come from, if you rock with the niggas who do it, like you good as gold, goddamn. Like because you hang with killers, and you ain't no killer, and you hang with killers, ain't nobody finna fuck with you.
Right. That's true.
And you in the same danger when they get shot.
Hell yeah, you absolutely
niggas can't shoot.
So I mean, I don't necessarily take away from Pusha T with it, but I will say Drake called it out, and I've always been one of the ones that to me. I know a lot of people don't agree. I always felt that Drake won that.
To me,
song-wise.
To me, it's like I didn't care because I didn't think he was selling drugs like that anyway. Or he wouldn't be rapping about it. You know what I'm saying? At the current moment. But to me, that's worse when you have somebody to write your lyrics, whereas you rapping about your homeboy selling dope.
Maybe, but again, like we said, how many of these niggas really come up with these songs by themselves?
Right.
Because Wayne said down his interview, like they used to be in the studio and Juvie come with his project stories and shit.
Everybody telling their story.
Like, and then they'll rap about it.
Think about what we talk about. We talk about our homeboy stories that make us less authentic or real.
Right. So
I can see how that shit happen. Like,
but I ain't about to let my homeboy write nothing for me for this podcast.
Well, that's true.
Maybe not. But if you take an idea from your homeboy, that's similar.
Yeah.
Like if your homeboy come in, man, I had this chick like this and I did that, and you laugh at it and that's entertaining to you, you might bring it to the pod.
Right. I just don't think nobody's writing that man music. This shit has been too consistent.
I just be feeling like
not to be an artist.
And did you know how much chess, not checkers, was after my whole life? But hey, he was around there with me.
How much of it was?
I mean,
give a percentage.
33.
But look, nah, like you go to like Wayne and Gillett and Drake and this. If you really wrote this, why don't I stop when you're not around?
Right.
That's all I be saying.
Right.
Like, you really didn't do as much as you think, because if that's the case and you wrote so much shit for me and I can't make raps, why the fuck am I still going even when these people don't be around?
This is true.
Like Jay-Z said, if you made me, make another.
Right. And if you can't,
you ain't do it. Safari wrote all this shit. Well, I ain't heard you with one hit. And Nicki Minaj still making hits. So, nah, nigga, fuck that.
Right. Did y'all see that? Speaking of Nicki, Meek.
I definitely seen Nicki.
Meek Mill said that he's tired of seeing women twerking. Meek said he's no longer a fan of the twerking. He took to Twitter basically to voice his opinion on it. He said he tired of seeing all that shit, said the Philly rapper. Y'all burnt twerking out. Followed by a lot of crying emojis. Did y'all see that?
I didn't let that hurt go.
I didn't see it, but I don't believe it. I think he's lying. I think it was a little shot at Nicki for her recent twerking videos. And I think he would love to see his lady, who he have right now, twerking for him tonight.
They just need to have that closure conversation. That's
over with, Jack.
And recently I just saw she married. I don't know where the fuck I been. I don't follow that shit, but whatever. I don't know why he decides to say something about twerking after that. It's obvious that's where the feeling came from. So
I think it came from when she burnt his ass up a couple of weeks ago, and they was kind of like going back and forth though, because he had said something about her husband. She brought up pictures and how goofy he used to look and shit. She killed that nigga on the internet.
He won. I ain't gonna say why I believe it, but I think
Dummy.
She had her moments.
I just feel like, man, if you tired of twerk, like, don't watch it.
Right. Turn it off.
Yeah, man.
Click off of it.
Like, turn it off. People have they fun. Like, I hate when this shit. Nigga, ain't nobody saying nothing about you talking about your rollers every 2 seconds.
This is true.
Well, we are. We've been telling them shut up about the rollers.
But he's still talking about it, is what I'm saying. So, like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Let her twerk. I don't want to hear that shit.
And why are you worried about her?
The general public likes twerking. Meek, stop hating.
They're having a good time. Hey, you know how when they get that A.
Mm-hmm, that A.
If you want to see the black queen.
Immediately followed by a stiff twerk.
Every time.
Dummy.
Or that stupid camera look.
Mm-hmm. Got to look back.
With the high toes up. I mean, your heel off the ground and shit.
Never look. Y'all got to stop doing the selfie video where you look into the camera, man. Once you hold the button, it's recording, okay? Don't look in it, because you look stupid once you look in it.
Look at it, is it here?
Is it moving? Head ass.
And then you get your friend in that bitch. Your friend ain't paying half attention.
Hell no.
And then they got to fake try to act like they turned for the video.
Oh, yeah. You got to turn it. You look stupid as fuck.
Oh, it's on me too.
Y'all was real bored before she pushed record. Come on now. Hey, fuck y'all. Who I got to study for you?
Let's study. What we got?
They say the secret to your success is all in who you marry.
I can believe it.
If I marry Oprah.
I could believe it both ways.
No, I could damn sure believe that.
They basically studied 163 married couples, and psychologists found that the people in it, the more successful and the ones who accepted the challenges, pretty much tied it back into who it was that they were married to. That a lot of the challenges, a lot of the risks that they took was all in who they married.
I agree, man, because I can honestly say that once I got married, the way I approached things changed because I knew it just wasn't about me anymore at that point. You know what I'm saying? So even a little simple thing that a lot of people won't know, that I started to dress different. I started to be more attentive when I'm doing things that matter rather than just fuck that shit about everything. So I could believe that, man. But also, does that go the other way as well? Your failure is based off who you marry also.
That
Could be, hell yeah.
That could.
And it go and this study was both ways because it quoted Beyonce in saying that her husband was very instrumental in some of the things that she was able to do. He was very supportive of the moves that she was trying to make and do. So she said that she wouldn't be the woman that she was today if it wasn't for her husband. So it wasn't just saying that it's not both ways. I mean, one way is both ways. So.
Gotcha.
But your wife, spouse can take you out of your comfort zone, push you out of your comfort zone and to make you better. And then, like you said, it's for y'all. Now, I want you to blame your spouse for how you dress. That's kind of fucked up that you would do that. But
You a hater.
no,
You a hate.
Baron gonna like this part.
It could.
But no, I definitely agree with that statement because you should push each other to be better for y'all.
I think the supportive part come to play a lot.
That shit help big time.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're trying to do like
Women good at bringing order.
Well, it can go both ways. Like, you find a good one when you have that one that's gonna push you and be by your side. But then you might have some might have one who be like, nah, you can't do that. You ain't gonna be good at that. That won't work. Like, I think that shit gonna feed off it either way.
Absolutely.
especially if you own like some shit that's like bigger than what you think, like bigger than what you see around you. It is hard to go to that next level of it because it's like I'm dreaming something that I can't imagine really being. It's easy for us to be like, man, that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But if you have somebody around you that's pushing you like, man, you can do this. I believe in you. Let's just try it. And you got that support. That may give you the extra motivation, men or women,
Like, fuck no, I can
to
do
just
this.
like, you know what? Fuck it. You got my back. Let's swing with
Let's
it.
go.
And you never know because you see Obama. He's gave a lot of credit to the shit that he did from Michelle.
Sure.
So you just see that. And-
Jeff, what's my man? The Amazon guy. What if
Bezos.
Yep.
if she
They
she
wrote
would be
books.
like, no,
they
don't.
had the book company.
don't start a
Zuckerberg was
bookstore.
real big on saying that his wife was instrumental in some of the shit he did with Facebook. So,
Y'all see that women push us to make these millions. We about to get it.
vice versa.
Right.
Nigga,
You wasn't with me
Beyonce said
shooting in the
Jay-Z
gym.
support.
Exactly. So that means when we pushing y'all to do some shit, listen, and not think that we coming down on you. Just listen.
I don't think that's gonna work.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna work. Try it. Let's find out.
Y'all ever be rocket scientists and then you turn around, you tell them, they just think you so stupid. They tell you so stupid, you just be like, and then it take them a week to figure out some shit you figured out the day they first brought the shit up.
Like that.
And then you be like, oh, you mean the way I told you to do it? Gotcha. Now you an asshole.
Hey, I feel like they just gotta say it. Like they just gotta. It's better for them when they say it. You be like, oh, you mean the shit I told you like hours ago? Oh, I get it. See, this is what we gonna do.
Nah, I told you that already.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and watch this game while
I'm
you
gonna let
figure
you
that
take
shit
you
out.
take the credit, baby. You got the credit.
You got
It's
it.
yours.
You smart.
Hey, you ever fake gave credit before?
Oh yeah, you did that.
Ooh, good job.
There you go. Like they're a 3-year-old.
Yay!
You did it.
Dummy.
Yes, let's get in trouble.
These are just jokes.
Yeah,
Perfect break.
Yeah, I said these are just jokes.
Are they? Yeah, they jokes.
Deeply.
Man.
Deep down.
Y'all
in there
niggas so
somewhere,
crazy.
it's a joke.
Yeah, you did it. Y'all boys so crazy. Yeah, you did it.
Give them some hand claps, Dad. Shit, goddamn. There you go.
Podcast name. Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, you did it, man. Y'all boys trash for that.
Nah. Blame us.
Where I was at? Oklahoma. Oklahoma schools will begin making the 1921 Tulsa Massacre part of their class curriculum beginning this fall. For people who don't know, the Black Wall Street, everything that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. If you don't know, look that shit up, please. Don't let me tell you what it is. But basically, Oklahoma, the state is going to infuse that into their curriculum to make sure that students understand what happened in that massacre. It was thousands of black businesses that were standing on their own, had their own banking system, had their own construction companies, had their own things that make communities move, trucking companies, logistic companies, dentists, doctors. They had it all, schools, and it was bombed by whites in that community that didn't agree with what it was that they were doing. And it's not talked about a lot in black history and in school. So they basically are making it a point to make that part of the curriculum in the state. Did y'all see that?
Good. It needs to be
dope
more
as
black
fuck.
history learned. Even that's weird, man. Living in predominantly black communities, you rarely get black history taught to you, other than the basics, the Malcolms,
that
the
whitewash.
Martins.
But
Yeah.
it's
That's
watered
crazy.
down. That shit doesn't.
It's crazy. I had to get to college and study history in order to learn about black history.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
And when you think about, go ahead.
But I was watching it was surprising that you said that. That I was watching an interview with Charlie Wilson because he's from there, and he was saying black people that went through that, the way they survived is that they didn't talk about it. Like you didn't talk about that in public. You didn't, like if y'all all sitting around, maybe, but you didn't talk about that in public. It was the last living lady lived to be like 100. And she said, well, how did you survive so long? And it was because she said she never talked about what happened.
And when you talk about Black Wall Street, let's be clear. That shit, it's communities all over America that's similar to that, especially in the Deep South. Mm-hmm. Shit, you got pockets of Birmingham that help bankroll a lot of the civil rights movement.
Right.
You know, a lot of Martin Luther King shit came from money that was coming from black businesses
Right.
and black banks right here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that. I just look at, in my personal life in Mobile, I had family members that had cleaners and construction companies and drug stores and grocery stores that was right there in our own community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy to see how over time things kind of,
I mean, like, that's the worst thing when they allow us to be up here. Like you said, where we from, Pritchard. People now look at Pritchard as like, oh, you're going to get shot there. There's some bad shit going on. Pritchard used to be thriving. They had a mall. They had hotels. They had, because that's where it was.
That's where it was.
MLK, thriving area. But then they started letting us go to the mall. Oh, well, shit, let's take our dollar and go over there.
And
when we can leave it in our own community.
And the thing that we talked about this, I think last week, that was I didn't really go this deep into it, but that was a true story, what I said. My granddad and my uncle all had the same construction company. It was a family-owned construction company. They built a lot of the black churches that's in Mobile, a lot of the houses that's in Pritchard. They built that shit. And one of the reasons that the construction company went under is because once the Great Migration happened and civil rights and everything started happening, one of the things that started happening, they start charging them more to do business. Like, oh, we can get you some lumber, but it's gonna cost. They putting surpluses and surcharges on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So now, not only it used to be family run. Like back then, nigga, if you was a cousin, uncle, related to, your ass has got to get up. Granddad coming to wake your ass up, and you think you ain't going to work. Granddad pulling up, getting your ass up out of there.
Right.
You have to go work over here. And then they had to start relying on outside employees, outside business, and it just eventually tumbled. So. But shouts out to Oklahoma, man, for putting that together, man.
Yeah, that's super dope.
It's not even just black history to me. It's American history.
It's fucking.
It should be just history.
Right.
Don't give me in February or then I used to hate in the history book. Most of our shit was just slaves.
That's it. That's what I
Then
said.
they gonna throw Martin Luther King and George Washington Carver. Tell me about a fucking peanut. Fuck that peanut. Like that nigga was a genius to not just because he was black, just because of what he did. Like that shit should be next to Einstein.
Yeah. And even when you listen to like Christopher Columbus, they only tell you about him discovering some shit that people already was at. They don't tell you what they did to take over where it was at. And again, like they look at that shit. Some people look at that shit like a knock. Ain't nobody knocking, but that is history. Tell it.
Right.
We've evolved. People change. That's just like telling what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? At 17, I'm not that same person that I was then. So things evolve and things change, but tell an accurate depiction of shit. That's all I feel like. So,
but I don't know if it's this month, but I think it is. But what was the black lady that had the hair products? The first black millionaire. Madam C.J. Walker. They're doing a doc on her. I want to say it come out like later this month.
On
but
Netflix, where? What, Netflix?
On Netflix, yeah. So that should be dope. I just love seeing shit like that.
Yeah.
Coronagate.
Corona.
Americans should be prepared for the coronavirus crisis in the U.S. The CDC said. It's not much of a question of will it happen rather than a question of exactly when it will happen. We already saw that America had its first fatality this past weekend, I think it was.
Saturday.
Thoughts and prayers to the family member that, lost their life and to the family that's going through that. But with the coronavirus, we see so much where media hypes everything up and we got these travel bans going on. They calling it a pandemic. Are y'all buying into this coronavirus shit, or is it something that we taking for granted? How do y'all feel right here about coronavirus?
Man, I think it's just the new age. Like they got to give us something to be worried about.
It's hard to have a full thought about it just yet because we don't know anyone who is affected.
Right.
But I do take it serious
like
because you see how it's moving, how it's spreading, and it's getting worse. And I was watching Bill Maher this morning, and they had a lady from, I don't know, she's some kind of doctor that deal with diseases and things of that nature. And just the way that she responded to it and talked about it, yes, that made me kind of pay more attention to it because that's where I get my news from, most of it. Is Bill Maher. And just the way she was like, is it as bad as the flu just yet? No, it's not. But is it more deadly? Yes, because more people who contract it, they're dying more so than someone who has the flu or things like that.
Well, when you say, to her point, I saw the CDC had some numbers that released that 56,000 people died of the flu. Mm-hmm. One person so far has died of
That's
corona.
different, though. I get it, yeah. But
you got to factor in people being old.
And this is more new than something that's been around so long.
I think the biggest takeaway that I took away from what she's saying is, unlike coronavirus, the flu has been around for so long, we have different ways to respond to the flu.
Right.
Yeah.
We got vaccines for the flu.
Right.
She said it takes 12 to 18 months to develop a vaccine. We just got the genotype from China in January where they started working on vaccines and they may not have it for another 12 months. So that was the biggest takeaway I got.
What is this in they had something in South Carolina. I mean San Diego that they found a virus or something for it. So
no, it was a lady that had nothing to do with because somebody had came in. Yeah, she didn't work for the military, wherever the quarantine. I think they're saying the quarantine wasn't handled properly. And then I think a whistleblower said, we basically don't know what we're doing for this. I am concerned about it, don't get me wrong. I mean, but I don't know, fool. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I hadn't, threw up any red flags or anything like that. Yeah, I see it's going wrong, but shit, if you can't treat it or nothing like that right now, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to panic and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just do the shit I normally do.
Not panic, but be aware.
You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of it.
I ain't going to China no time.
Right. Like, I wash my hands when I leave the bathroom.
I'm just skeptical. Shit. I mean, you mean to tell me all this came from somebody playing with a rat? Not a rat, a bat? Like, they been eating bats. So whatever they was doing, they ain't just started doing that shit. So how this happen and how this, I don't know.
Just wash your hands.
But I will say, if I get a cold, I'm not gonna treat it like a cold. I'm gonna
absolutely.
To the doctor.
Yeah, go to the doctor. Yeah.
So that means you're more aware. It's making you more aware.
Of course.
What about shaking hands and stuff like that?
I don't like have these niggas anyway. So that'd be cool. Corona, my nigga.
Give you a little line.
Corona.
Germs.
But on a lighter note, did y'all see that Corona sales, the actual beer sales, are down? Mm-hmm. Because they're linked, like I guess you just subconsciously.
America ordered less.
I feel like if I drank Corona, I had a vaccine.
Yeah, that's true too.
Or the virus.
Drink Corona, won't get Corona. Shit, fuck. Why not?
Dummy.
Speaking of healthcare, y'all seen that Walmart jumping into the healthcare game. The retail giant wants to grab their share of the $3.6 trillion, I should say, healthcare spending by leveraging 150 million shoppers, where they're jumping in and basically offering checkups for $30, teeth cleaning for $25. Your ass gonna walk into Walmart, health ain't gonna come out with Corona. That's what you're gonna get.
And no teeth, goddamn.
Man,
No
you
teeth
go to
in your
Walmart,
mouth.
that shit gonna be self-service. They're gonna hand you the needle.
Self-checkout. Here you
Put
go.
that shit in yourself.
But at the same time, with the way our healthcare industry is that a good move by Walmart to try to offer reduced service to all?
Only if you're offering private practices to come in that hole and do the work for you. I ain't finna go in there and let no Walmart employee with a degree from DeVry do my damn thing.
Probably so. Because
They not gonna have
I know that, but I'm saying.
Think about
I know that, but I'm saying like if you
Todd think the greeter gonna be in there. Come on, Todd.
yeah, let me get your teeth clean.
more than likely. Because think about it, like they got lens crafters in there. So,
Yeah.
for the eye. So
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
if
so
you
I'm
got
sure.
a private individual coming in there to do your thing, like,
but I
who
want-
do you go to the school? If you go to school to be a doctor and you go in there and get you a license to practice in Walmart, I'm happy for Hootie.
I agree. But I also
But
wonder.
see, the thing is, a lot of insurance companies don't rock with Walmart. They don't rock with their pharmacy.
I'm so confused.
They don't rock with their vision care.
Nigga crazy. Why you confused? What's the confusion, cuz?
Yeah, let me
I'm
clear
trying
it
to
up.
figure out what he was saying.
Who Todd?
Who if I come in there
No.
to you got a degree, I'm rocking with you. I don't
If
know
I
If he
was-
have his own practice to go and do his, say if you a fucking dental person or whatever, you're a dentist. You're a dentist.
They say
And-
The teeth nigga.
And Hootie DDS. I'm going to see Hootie at Walmart. Let Hootie clean my teeth. Because Hootie got his own private practice.
But you gonna do that?
Yeah, but
for me no matter
do you
what.
really think Walmart's gonna that's what we saying? Like they're gonna let the greeter just do your health screening?
Then I said,
Nah, he said I got a degree.
if he went to school, got his dental degree.
But yeah,
Right.
and
But
he
don't they
had
go
it-
with they should go without saying you think Walmart that's what I said. You think Walmart gonna really let somebody
But that's not
Tell that
helping.
nigga, Todd. Tell that
But
nigga,
that's not helping Hootie, because Hootie is going to pay them a salary whether he has one patient, whether you come or not. Hootie's going to make that same money.
it's just like they got the H&R block. It's really in there.
That's real niggas
If
who be
Hootie
saying-
has his own practice in his own building, then you should support him. You should support your black dentist now, your black eye doctor now,
The white
your black physician now.
the white lady who do my teeth is amazing.
I have a Middle Easterner,
Dummy.
but I like her.
But if I did have a friend who was a dentist, I'd more than likely go to him.
Yeah, a friend, but I'm just not.
You know-
because where I go, I can watch Netflix. What they doing?
I guess one of
What they
the
doing?
takeaways that I'm taking from the Walmart is for people who are underserved or don't have the ability, because Walmart is a lot of places, and for people who don't have the luxury of going to like a doctor or a practice, if you can muster up $25 like you hustling on the street, you can go in there and get seen.
Would they
and I
still
think
have
that
to
that's
have-
taken
Now,
out.
are they saying this without insurance?
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah, it's the checkups for $30, teeth cleaning for $25. So they're trying to help. To me, the way I get from it is they're trying to. Of course,
If
they
you
don't
don't-
make some money, but
If you don't need insurance, that's a game.
Oh, that's a
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Super game.
yeah, I made all my jokes with insurance. Yeah, but without insurance, yeah, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah,
$25
that's
for a
how I'm
teeth
seeing
clean?
it. It don't say anything about needing to have insurance. It says beforehand, book line online beforehand, no insurance, no problem. Need lab testing on a Sunday, sure thing. So they trying to.
Niggas sound
Yeah.
like they selling used cars.
No credit, come on down.
Dummy.
This for $19.99.
Right. Goddamn, you get some coupons for your teeth
clean.
cleaners.
Come out
and
there
that
with
bitch.
something more than you bargained for.
I wonder if that's gonna fuck up with like those doc in the box type places and things like that.
It's gonna
though.
put more pressure on them because honestly, Doctor and Box have blew up a lot because of those kind of services. You bring your $25.
We gonna
your
say you
copay-
have a sinus infection and give you a shot and take you on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cause it's easier, man. You ever tried to schedule a doctor appointment? It's March. It's March 1st. Hey, doctor, man, I need to get in. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see what we got.
October.
We'll get you October
June.
99th. Fuck.
New shit.
Like, nah, nigga, I'm sick. I've been to figure it out by
And you
then.
still on standby.
God damn.
October 99.
Corona done turned into good people by then.
Dummy.
Budweiser.
Get to turn into good night. We'll be memorializing your ass.
I'm been and went to dead by God damn. Yeah, man. But
Then they
shots,
gonna call and say your appointment ready. That nigga been dead.
nigga died last week. Goddamn. But shouts out to Walmart, man, for trying. I want to give a huge shout out, man, to Dr. Ora Lee Smith. Yeah, that's my cousin. You know what I'm talking about? Dr. Ora Lee. According to Black Culture News, she received a $1.1 million grant to expand her cancer treatment research. As a founder of a cancer research foundation, she basically found a cure to cancer by using laser procedures. Basically, she's the first person to cure cancer using laser technology. I don't know if y'all saw this. I thought it was a dope ass story. She looked young.
What's the figure again that they
gave her she won a $1.1 million grant. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
That's what I was
but
just about to say.
that's a start.
Yeah. What she got? And she didn't already did what she done did already, so sky's the limit, young lady.
I hope it's
'Cause if she did that just on her,
60 billion.
And let me correct myself. The Ora Lee Smith is the center. She founded the Ora Lee Smith Center, but her name is Dr. Heidi Nicole Green.
No longer your cousin.
Still my cousin, nigga. What's that? Dezo, that bitch still on Walmart, nigga. We on Heidi Green, nigga.
That nigga been gave up on that shit.
But yeah, shouts out to her on coming up with that, man. We talked about cancer in our community. We've all here at this table been affected with cancer, from teammates, friends, to family members, to family friends.
Family. Shit.
Yeah, family. That's what I said. Family, friends. Like, we've all at this table have experienced cancer in one way or another, man. And if somebody can to come out, yeah, she young now.
Black excellence.
Look at her. Shouts out to the queen.
All right.
But also, big shouts out to a church, man. It was a church in Cincinnati, man. Church nowadays seems to catch a lot of heat, a lot of flack for collecting money and doing who knows what with it. But a Cincinnati church wiped out $46.5 million in medical debt for over 45,000 families, man. A mega church in Cincinnati announced Sunday that it will pay out $46.5 million in medical debt. It's called the Crossroad Church. They partnered with a medical debt company to help relieve 45,000 patients who were suffering medical debt.
That's absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, them boys real churching over that thing.
Real churching. That's how church.
Y'all churcher.
Yeah, they big churching.
More churches need to follow that lead.
Church. Look at that. That's my man right there.
Oh yeah. Look at them seats in there. Oh, that boy getting to the
Oh yeah, that man got an auditorium in that
That
thing.
boy, that
I
got
saw,
movie
I
seats
saw
in there.
cup holders.
He got a place to church done.
46.5. That's dope. That's crazy that they have that amount of money, but that's super
just
dope
give
what
away.
they're doing with it, right?
That shit there. Yeah. Big shout out to Pastor Brian
And Tommy or Toomey, whatever your name is.
Tone.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's super. Look at that nigga auditorium. What?
Oh yeah, boy. That boy
They got
got
an
seats in there.
amphitheater in that bitch.
We gonna
got
book
seats.
that for the Dummies Podcast.
Oh yeah.
We coming. Y'all gonna have to be censored in there.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Dummy.
Take you niggas nowhere, man.
Not the church.
Not for this.
Speaking the greeter. I'm still upset about
greeter.
that shit.
Ain't
Ain't no
man.
way.
You should be a greeter. I've been a greeter before at church.
How old were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
That was about 3 years ago. Me and DJ.
Okay. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Scrap Church. Oh yeah. I remember.
Pastor Cook.
I can't wait to do it.
Dr. Cook, nigga.
Yeah, Scrap.
Dr. Cook.
You know, I'm very religious.
That nigga gonna be hungover at the door.
What religion?
He gonna be at the door.
I take a little bit off,
Welcome to the church.
like a buffet.
A beer test.
Ah, you fat.
Yes.
Beer test.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the to the beer places and you don't want just one beer, you don't know what you want, you get a float. So you get 4 different beers. So that's
So you gonna be the float door greeter.
hell yeah. I'm gonna mix it up.
I feel you, my nigga.
Might dap some people up. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the old ladies because they smell. You know, it just go vary.
I told you. I want to see
Y'all
it.
know that old lady smell. And then they want to kiss you on the cheek. Get your dry lip ass off me.
That's my grandma.
Dummy.
Just tell her Corona, baby. Corona.
I ain't say who grandmama.
Nigga stupid.
My grandmama gave great hugs and kisses.
So you
She
helping.
ain't smell old like y'all grandmama.
You helping Ty point more and more. Why are you as the greeter?
You don't need to be the greeter, man.
Man, wait till I'm Deacon. Deacon Joe gonna be live. We gonna make some changes right now.
What you gonna do?
Them 3 songs, cut them out.
Oh.
We don't need all them.
When you deacon, you get music choices.
Hell yeah.
What's gonna be your songs?
Hey, all I need is some I go to the light.
Go to the
That sound like one song. They had 3.
It must be one of them long
3 for
ones.
1.
It might be a long
Yeah, we
one
just-
that lasts
yeah.
for 2 days.
3 for 1, guys.
That church gonna be horrible.
Can't wait.
You're gonna be down to 1 member in 1 week.
His wife. That's it.
him and Coco.
Coco and JoJo that took over the church.
And I'm not coming every Sunday, so
Man, come on, let's get out of here. Deontay Wilder, he exercised his rematch clause, man. Deontay Wilder got his ass beat to sleep.
Nigga
man,
shoulda
against Tyson
exercised.
Fury. I don't know. Everybody saw this fight, but he got handed, man, by my man, and decided to exercise his rematch clause. Did y'all see that? And if so, are y'all gonna anticipate that 3rd rematch?
I didn't get to see it, man, but this shit don't look fair, man. That man look like he way too big for Wilder, man. That man, the mountain
heavyweight
out
to
that
heavyweight.
big. They need to have super heavyweight, don't it? Don't they have super like Butterbean in there?
They used to have super
I
heavyweight.
thought they was just heavyweight.
I hadn't seen super heavyweight in
Right.
so long.
Since Butterbean.
I don't even know if that even exists.
They hit him in the shoulder and knocked him out.
Y'all gonna watch the 3rd fight?
I didn't watch the second one, but yeah.
I ain't
I didn't watch
one
the
of
second
I
one.
tuned in. We were partying. You know what
I ain't
I'm
watched
saying?
neither one of them.
Didn't we have a party for the first one?
No.
I doubt it.
We ain't watch it together?
For Fear,
I think we might have watched that over here, fool.
I don't think I ever watched Fear. I've never watched Fear.
I don't remember the last one, but I think it might have been that one. But I don't remember when our last fight party was. But
It's been a minute, but for the 3rd one, I'm bringing out all the stops.
If it look anything like
Fight
this,
party?
I want to watch it, and that man gonna
Fight
die.
party.
Fight party's
For the
back.
3rd one.
But you think he has a chance by the looks of and the things that we've heard? You think he got a
big
chance?
puncher. I'm not gonna count him out. And then
Right.
after you've been knocked out and beat around, and that's one thing about boxing, man. You can look bad one fight and bounce back the next fight and look amazing.
I think he stepped on his foot right there.
He stepped on his stomach with his fist.
He stepped in his stomach, man.
Big body shot.
I mean, he stepped on his foot.
That nigga, watch. Here you go.
I got to step on his foot. I got to step on his foot right there.
Wilder kept hitting that man fist.
Oh, you saw that? That man hit that man all up in here, Todd. Let me point you right there. See what it feel
Why
like.
to step on his foot right here?
It was a dope ass fight.
But they ain't gonna show
He
it.
keep trying to step on that foot though, Todd, but he didn't on that one.
But man, it's just tough. Like, he's so used to being the biggest, tallest, strongest. That nigga look like he's 7 feet tall. How tall is
Look at them
6'7"?
punches, fool. Them hoes are just
Fear
just
6'9".
haymakers.
6'9". Well,
Fear
there you go.
6'9". Wilder 6'7". Fear 6'9".
I mean, he on one trick.
He got to learn how to
One
box
trick.
too.
Opponent, huh?
Yeah.
I think for a man of that magnitude, he got to learn how to box. He
But
can't
man,
just
if my
go-
ear bleeding, you gotta give me a little credit.
For what?
Like, I'm going home, man.
Oh,
Oh, that nigga shit.
nobody said
No,
what
no,
kind
not
of-
credit. But like, no, credit for why I lost the fight.
Yeah.
You can't hear shit?
It messed up your
Equilibrium.
Oh.
Said throw your balance out.
I'm
If
not
you
giving you
bust-
credit
he
for that,
said
though.
if you bust your eardrum, we don't. I think they said that his eardrum wasn't damaged. It just was blood coming up out of it. So I don't know. I don't want the blood coming out.
Then the nigga, I'd have shot that nigga. Why was you licking on me?
I don't think he did.
Yeah. He said he was gonna do that.
He just licking blood off the man at that.
That nigga got AIDS. Fuck is wrong with you, boy?
Did y'all see that the LA Kings, the hockey team, the NHL hockey team, they came out the gate with Kobe Bryant uniforms? Did y'all see that? I thought that shit was extra though.
I ain't see it, but I thought it was dope.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they all had on 8 or 24 jerseys, and it said the Kings on it, but they was in purple and gold. They had a purple, jersey with gold writing on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. They wanted to pay their respects and they tribute to Kobe.
Shout out Robert E. Lee High School in Montgomery. They came out with their 8s on their shirts yesterday.
Yeah,
State
they did.
champions beat Mount Brook, who
Do
had
we
won
know-
3 state champions.
What was the threes for? Because they had
For
8 on the back.
you
and 3
remember
on the
one of
2 or
their
3 years
teammates
back,
was key.
going back to Montgomery from up here, he had a car wreck and died. So yeah, They kind of, gave Buddy a little tribute. That was dope too.
They've been doing that all year, yeah.
that's
But
dope.
they had the 8 on the front. But yeah, that's dope. Them boys won that.
Oh, them boys sweet, boy.
Yeah,
them
that's what I'm
hockey
saying. Them
units.
Kings was extra sweet.
Them hold that hard.
Yeah, they hard.
Shit, I might want one.
24, 2, 3. And they
Oh,
got
them
three
old
of them on the
sweet.
side.
You ever had a hockey jersey before?
Never.
I had one.
It was a little phase for a
Kings.
second, but I never
I had the
got
Kings.
into it.
I had that Black Kings.
Yeah,
everybody-
I wanted a Gretzky
I've never had.
or a Mighty Ducks.
the Mighty Ducks was dope as fuck.
The Mighty
They
Ducks was dope.
they sell that in the All-Star right now.
Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks,
Them
yeah.
old super fresh.
Yeah.
But speaking of jerseys, y'all saw where Mitchell and Ness did the throwbacks for like the 4 or 5 cities. New Orleans was one, had P on it. You ain't see that?
I ain't see it.
Well, it say no
I
limit.
saw it, but I ain't.
No, it say
clicked on
it say no limit Pelicans. New York got one.
Team Warm or
What was New York?
No, the team ain't win.
No, it's
Mitchell
NBA.
Ness.
Yeah, but it's an alternate jersey you could buy, but it's Michelin Ness and the Warriors got one. They had and they all had rappers doing it. It was what's my man be saying all the words?
E40.
E40, and it said The Bay.
They said all the words.
You do exactly what I'm talking about. It said The Bay, and who else had one? It was New York, New Orleans, the Warriors, and somebody else. But and Jim Jones was doing New York. It was like rapper side to it. They was all live as fuck.
That's dope.
If only we could see him on the screen. But
New Orleans Pelicans. That's what you'll go with.
The New
no,
Orleans
it's called
Pelicans?
the No Limit Pelican.
The No Limit Pelican.
Of course. Of course.
Cash Money Pelican. Nigga gotta
feel
be
you.
controversial.
that nigga set that up just so you can fuck about it.
What would Mobile be?
No, nigga. The C now got there.
Baby ass. the Mr. Big baby ass.
The
gotta be.
Mr. Big Babies.
Man, did y'all what do y'all think about what Michael Thomas said about Romo getting $17 million a year?
What did he say?
He was basically saying that there's no reason in hell that announcers should be getting paid more than 90% of the league of the players.
I'd have to agree.
I disagree.
You disagree? Why?
I disagree too.
Why?
Just because I get what he's saying, but the money comes from different places.
Right.
The players' money comes from their owners and their team, whereas Romo money comes from CBS.
That's a lot more
CBS
billion
got
dollars.
big long money. God damn it!
So does the
CBS.
NFL. Hell.
And why you talking on somebody else that it doesn't affect you any? And then also like he's doing every game. You might be on a few games. The Saints might be on 4 or 5 games nationally a year. This man is on a national game 16 weeks out the season.
Here we go. CBS pays the NFL $1.3 billion every year to broadcast its games. Paying someone $17 million to announce a big game is a drop in the bucket.
A little drop compared to the 1.3 million.
So,
billion.
like I said, it comes from different places.
Now I will say, even though I might not agree with him most of the time, Stephen A. Smith needs to be making $20 million then. Because that nigga, Tony Romo is just on Sunday.
But
maybe
ain't
Thursday.
it different? It's different places. Again,
Yeah.
like the NFL, it's different places.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith worked for ESPN. That's a different place than CBS.
That's Disney.
Well, he need to make this, like once a running back get $100 million,
Right.
the next running back say, I want $100.
Yeah.
That's what Stephen A. needs
What
to do.
Stephen A. got? Because didn't Stephen A. just get big?
Yeah, he
deal
was
too?
the highest.
he like 10 or
But now
10
he
million.
ain't.
or
Yeah,
something
but
like that.
shit.
17, no.
And then it's some people, he ain't the highest at ESPN, like Mike Green, one of them Mikes.
Greenies.
Yeah, Greenest is one of the, it's the highest. And then all you do is like the morning show.
I got to be honest, guys.
Be
Shit,
honest,
when
though.
he watching, like when you watching the game and he's the NFL analyst on, I'm not. It's shit just like the Booger. Like I ain't blown away. I hate Booger on that hoe.
You don't like Tony? I like Tony.
He ain't booger.
I like Tony.
But he's not, I'm not watching it.
Chris
for him.
Webber, another one. I can't stand them boys and doing them games.
You talking
That's
about the
bums.
worst
You
people
talking about the
ever.
bums.
Yeah.
He ain't no Brent Musburger or nothing yet,
No.
though. He ain't one of them.
Nah.
No,
Right.
he
But
ain't one of
okay.
them yet.
But
So
who
you
the
get
fuck
where
is
I'm going.
Andre Hawkins?
He
Receiver.
played for the Browns.
Receiver for the Browns.
But he's
But
an
why
analyst
he-
Yeah,
now
why
too.
ESPN now?
But
Yeah.
why he think he should have got
What he
that?
said? Nah, he shouldn't. To everyone reaching out, yes, I seen the Tony Romo 17 a year. Yes, I'm bummed about not getting the gig, but if a guy is willing to take $5 million less than my starting number, then CBS had to do what they had to do. Your
He
starting
works
number
on
was
network.
23 million. You ain't gonna get no 23 million.
I don't even know who you are.
Right.
I know
But
him. He good, but
good.
he ain't that. He ain't announced the game yet though. So you need to be
He
quiet.
does. He worked for like
I thought it was like on
Sports South.
Hey,
outta here.
hey, this tells you everything you need to know.
You don't know
we,
where he
we
at.
don't know where he at, where he go. Hey, get this goddamn $6.75 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I just
But that is crazy that he getting more than JJ Watt.
yeah, but again,
But it's different.
Again,
I
it's
get it.
different. It's different places. The money. Don't get me wrong. I can understand that players should make more, but again, these you can't compare the two because they coming from different places, and that's all
Right,
I'm saying.
that team worth $2 billion. CBS worth probably 20.
Yeah, it's coming from different places, and that's the thing that we have to understand. If we're gonna have a real conversation about it, it comes from different places.
Shouts out to Romo, man.
And if they think people are tuning in to listen to him, which they not, because America just loves football. But hey, man, get your money.
Most times I don't even listen.
But I will say, for people
But some people who learn from
I
him
was just
too,
about
though.
to say,
some
some
people
people
learn. He
some
teaches
people
well.
don't.
And he
some people won't
he
listen
breaks
to,
down plays very well.
And some people won't listen to announcers because of who the announcer is. They're like, man, I'm not watching that shit. So I can understand. man.
I've
Like
done
you
that
said,
before.
the Chris Webbers, the
Booger McFarland.
the Booger. Yeah, I'm finna put some music on. But some people I will listen to.
Did y'all see, man, the fired Florida coach, the high school coach, Kenny Brown? He was a recently fired baseball coach of Seminole High School in Southfield, Florida. He basically was fired because after they won the state championship, now the cream of the crop, the top of the top, they won the state championship. He gave a fired speech where he he dropped a lot of profanity, a lot of cussing, and excitement.
Just like I like my coaches.
What he, talking about what his team endured and what they went through. And he also, spoke directly to one of the players, basically saying that this person is going through a particular medical condition and still came out here and fought. Well, he was fired for that profanity-laced conversation, as well as what they said was releasing medical evidence, or medical, I don't know what you call it, HIPAA violations for saying what his condition was. I don't know if y'all had a
said
chance.
the particular condition?
Yeah, he said it. Diabetes was what he said. But at the same time, I looked at it like, I didn't release this shit. I didn't know that this student was recording me. How do I even know that this is recording? I'm getting on the bus talking to my students, congratulating them. So honest, to be real, whoever put that video up is actually who released the information. But
he probably couldn't say it in front of nobody though, team or not.
maybe
But
it's
still
not.
lame,
But you know how it is playing football, nigga. We know everybody who got what,
Yeah.
like in a situation like that. But what he also was fired for, was for the profanity. They said that somebody shouldn't talk like that.
lame.
Everybody here played sports.
That's why he won a championship, because he talked like that.
Yeah.
Part of it.
What y'all thought about that?
I think that's pretty lame, man. That's pretty. I get it that you could have did something other than fire him. You could have suspended him, gave him a little fine, a little something. But this man just helped your team reach the pinnacle because he's that way. I'm not gonna fire him for being who he is.
One of my favorite quotes: "Go play in the murals. Go play in the murals, man."
What
That nigga, like that shit is like, what do you expect to happen? Like, you can't go, okay, guys, this is what I need you to do. You have to be here and go here, otherwise you're not gonna, like, it's not.
They're not gonna do none of that shit.
You're not gonna respond.
And he walked in with a state championship trophy and said, "We got this motherfucker right here."
Listen,
Why are you mad at me? Hey, parents, let me tell y'all something. Anybody who had a uproar, let me tell you something. If you have any dreams or aspirations of your kid playing at that next level, let me tell you something. Your kid gonna get talked to crazy.
Make sure
Not all coaches talk like that. Not all coaches communicate, but I guarantee, even if the head coach don't talk like that, somebody in that staff does.
let them go to the army. Let them go to the army. The Marines. They're gonna get talked to far worse than that, bro. Like,
man.
Like, what the fuck? A cuss word got you bent out of shape, man.
Every last coach I ever had cursed the fuck.
I had
know
one
any.
coach that didn't really cuss, and he used words to take up for his cuss words. Instead of goddamn it was goddamn it. Shit like, you know what I'm saying?
Sound like a country version of goddamn.
The only thing I can't, that shit trash, but maybe where it's from, because that's where Trayvon Martin was from.
Where was that again?
Stanford, Florida.
Stanford.
Samford.
Yeah. What he just said. But maybe they just oversensitive. But shit, you ain't had that much uproar about this goddamn person killing this black boy. So why the fuck you want to care now? I ain't see the city coming out and shit about that.
I will say the good news in all of this
got a job
is the
again,
update.
probably?
They gave him his job back.
Oh, good.
Why did they even fire him? Like why would you even consider it? He just
The principal saw it and got, oh my God. It's that outrage culture, man. Like everybody gets so fucking
canceled.
scared of people like chastising and holding your feet to the fan that they get scared and she thought that she was being proactive, getting ahead of it and firing him probably.
No way.
Fucking stupid.
And he didn't release HIPAA violation. He was given the information. HIPAA violations come with if your insurance company or your doctor release some shit.
Right.
What do you do if you're him? Do you take that job back?
I think
If you care for the kids.
if you care about the kids, he
yeah.
gonna take that job back. Like I'm gonna be bitter towards.
I want a raise. I'm coming back. Give me some more
Yeah.
money.
And I'm looking for other jobs
right.
today.
Give me some more money.
I'm gonna be bitter towards
The administration.
that principal and that administration. But I love those kids. It's some sophomores and juniors in there. We got unfinished work to do next year, even though we won a championship. Like I told y'all before, shit, I didn't see a coach win a championship on Saturday and Monday. They on the baseline running. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to him, man. I felt that speech. I thought it was very appropriate considering the levels of sports that I've been around, and that wasn't nothing what he said. I've seen way worse.
Yeah, and being away from that shit, you realize how much you miss that shit.
You going back?
No doubt. No doubt. It's not even a question. Yeah. Like, and
I
being
don't know.
in that gym yesterday, like, because we, went to them games. Oh, man, I missed that shit.
That shit was
That shit was dope.
We ain't even talking about that.
And you can look
Ty, I want to ask you, why you didn't come and have a bonding moment with us?
Well, Baron ain't show you the picture that I sent.
No.
Great seats. Couldn't leave them hoes.
I feel you.
Great seats.
Don't wrong with that.
Oh.
Center court, lower level. Couldn't leave. And then I had Taylor, too. I told Baron, man, like, Taylor 4. I don't want to walking all the way up that shit. You know what I'm saying? She probably get scared. So we had them seats right where we were and we were good.
I just want an explanation. That's a very good explanation.
Yeah. I
you
told
plug
Baron,
in?
I figured he would tell y'all.
Did you have the same J's on the mayor had? Did y'all coordinate that?
No, I didn't.
No.
That was in his walking video though. The last walking video we saw.
Yeah.
Them J's.
Yeah.
But him look. Speaking of looking at Lee Montgomery, coach, he looked like he was down there cursing the entire
That's
time.
the whole.
the entire time.
My man ain't
And won a state championship.
My man ain't draw one play.
He not called
Just
one
cursing.
play. He just screaming and hollering.
I don't know what people think. Your son's gonna get cussed out. Your daughter's gonna get fussed at and cussed out.
My parents was
That's just
always like,
part
be
of
It
tough
ain't
on
even
them.
just
He
the boys,
needed
the girls.
That's what I'm
We're
saying.
close
Your
enough.
daughter gonna
We're
get
listen-
cussed, yeah.
I'm literally listening to this man go off on these girls. They're future women. She would have definitely lost her shit if she'd heard him cussing. That's and they
just
won
part
the
of
state championship.
That's part of sports world. And again, there's like you look at Tony Dungy, there are coaches that feel like they don't have to do all of that. And that's fine. That's great. But by and large, that's part of it. And it doesn't, I've never met somebody who said, oh, they cussed at me. I'm so demeaned.
Hey, Tony.
I've lost respect for myself.
I love Tony Dungy, but you left and Chucky came in that bitch cursing and they won a ring with that same team.
The same team. And you ain't fixed your Marcus
A
Russell.
little cuss word might have helped you get over that hump, my dude.
Yeah. Some kids just need that, man. They need that tough talking to. And that's the only thing that they know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they respond to.
And after a while, it's just normal. That's just
Right.
coach talking. You know, oh, he cursed at me.
Man, that's
No.
sports talking, man. That's when you play sports, that's just how you talk.
That's just
And
how
then-
you talk.
man.
And a lot of times you don't really even hear the cuss words. You honestly take what they
Right,
what
you-
they
Because you
saying
know
and
you
you
fucked
tell them.
up.
Yeah,
They
you
ain't
know you
cursed at you
messed
for
up.
no reason.
Don't pay attention to how I say it. Pay attention to what I'm saying. And then he'll get it. Run through the wall for you.
And honestly, I've heard way worse in the words than the cuss words.
Right.
I've heard niggas tell niggas that you can't make it here. You gonna be bagging groceries. You finna go back home. You gonna be working at Walmart by the time I get through with you. Like I've heard some shit, man.
Or the worst thing that can happen, niggas stop talking to you, period.
Yes.
I give
That's
up.
even worse.
That's it. I quit. I don't even
gonna be
talk
I ain't talking to you no more.
Getting a lot of
I'm
water.
telling you. I'm gonna watch a lot of football and basketball over this side.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Oh, dummy. God, you.
dumb.
God damn it.
Dumbass,
Some bitch,
stupid ass dummy.
Stupid.
You lit
Nasty
liquor.
nigga. Nasty ass dummy. Look at that nigga. That's that nigga?
Oh Lord.
Oh, man.
He denies the toe
Fort
sucking
Myers,
alligator.
Florida, man. Hey, listen.
This weirdo nigga.
A hospital worker in Fort
He
Myers.
look like he got a mouth full of toe.
Done it. He look like he got a toenail in his shit. Hold up, man. Let me tell him what happened. A hospital worker in Fort Myers, Florida, is accused of sucking the toes of patients. Yes,
Nasty,
I said that. They arrested 23-year-old France Boladaring, whatever his name is charged with battery and assault on a 65-year-old person. Basically, they said that the patient woke up when he felt something touching their foot. The patient said they thought that the nurse did her check for the swelling on her foot, but it happened to be 2 more times. On the 3rd time, the patient said they felt something wet between their toes. The patient looked over, and this dumbass dummy was next to the bed on his knees, bent over on her foot, sucking her toes.
I want to hear his explanation.
I don't.
I slipped.
Like, how he denied it? I want to hear how that
I don't. I do not. I don't. I really don't even want to look at that nigga anymore.
Some weirdo nasty
Like,
shit.
My God.
I don't even fuck with toes.
He a different kind of nasty.
So-
Too. Y'all ever saw 65-year-old toes?
Oh my God.
Like the older you are, the worse your toes
yeah,
get.
that shit look like a
Them hoes got
crumbled
a lot of life
cocaine.
on them.
Oh, bro,
Yeah. A
dry
lot of miles
ass,
on them feet.
hard ass toenail. That nigga
I don't
nasty.
even really like toes, man. You
I
know
don't
how,
fuck with toes,
what toes go through?
I don't even like you put your
Dirt.
feet on me.
You be walking barefooted in them bitches and shit.
Dog hair on your shit.
That nigga
We
crazy.
take our shoes off at the beach to protect our shoes.
And walk
that.
back to the house. Right. I don't want these shoes to get sand.
Fuck it, my feet gonna be all right.
And that nigga over that bitch licking between toes.
Oh my God.
You
gotta-
big nasty fuck.
He got a food in his mouth.
For that, you nasty motherfucker, you are the dummy of the week.
Dumb fuck.
Dummy.
Breath smell like
Stupid
feet.
ass dummy.
Mhm, all that.
Toe jams and
Toe jam. Toe jam.
toe
sandwich.
jam and Colgate.
What that was on? A toe jam.
House Party
sandwich.
2.
Right. Yeah, toe jam.
Other than that, man, we got any other things we want to add to the list?
Shit, I'm gonna close my laptop too. We got any other things?
Mayor Pete just dropped out at the presidential
Pete
race.
dropped out?
Mayor Pete dropped out.
See you
man.
later. It's boiling down to Biden and
Bernie.
Bernie and Bernie.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell
And
you something.
Bloomberg. The bees.
I hate to say this like this.
The 3
But
Bs.
I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be transparent. I watched the Trump rally from Friday. That was some fun ass shit.
Well,
No, he's amazing.
That man so funny. He was like, I'm watching it. You got Sleepy Joe. You got Mini Mike.
Mini Mike.
Mini Mike.
Mike
Because he really like 5'4" or some shit.
Right, that nigga
I didn't know he was that short until
That nigga said,
Trump said-
Pocahontas. Did y'all see Pocahontas?
That nigga's so stupid.
And then he said Tom Steyer. He said, do y'all know who that is?
I have no clue.
Tom, go home.
No
He
clue
told
about
that
Tom,
nigga to go home. Listen, I'm sorry. I hate to say it like this. I don't want to get credit to it, but that nigga was funny, man. That's a fun ass
Nigga, a
dude.
showman.
Man.
Yeah, so.
Also, Will Smith. Will Smith. There's some
Who?
photos. Will Smith. There's some
Dummy,
photos.
dummy.
Smith. Fuck that. No H at the end. Will Smith. He was on set of an upcoming film called King Richard, where he plays the father of Serena Venus Williams.
Oh, yeah, I saw
I
that. That
think
looked
that
dope.
should be-
I want to see that story.
Yeah.
I damn sure want to see it.
Because they
King
changed
Richard.
tennis.
Yeah.
Other than that, I ain't got nothing other than creepy ass Weinstein got convicted.
Hey.
See you later.
Creepy Steen.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
We're not gonna celebrate
We going
it,
to
but
the
hey.
He gonna get poked in the pokey.
Right. Poked in a pokey.
Other than that, any other news or things that we got to add?
Shout out Todd friend. I appreciate that.
Todd, friend.
Yeah.
What you talking?
Hell no.
Okay.
Oh.
Club across the
Yeah.
head. Who is your friend?
There you go, my guy,
he
my
trouble.
guy. Yeah, they told my guy, man, you know, he was funny, and they liked him on the pod.
Oh yeah. Okay. I
he
remember
has a
that.
fan.
Don't tell him that no more.
Not a fan.
That's the one I don't heard from. I don't
You
know
heard
about
it
anybody
from me
else.
like I heard it.
It was
They
like,
kind of say I'm the Shannon Sharp of this. They kind of say I make it go.
do something, folk toot something.
I ain't hear that part.
It was just a feedback I got. I was just, you know.
Yeah, they ain't share that one with me. I told you when
Your-
I got
your mama
information.
friends told you how
I
funny
shared.
you was?
If I can tell you,
You ever met that
I didn't
rapper?
know my mama
Man, listen to my mixtape. I'm the coldest nigga ever rap. You listen to that shit?
Dylan.
Like I was at home,
Trash
my mama
can.
like,
Skipped all the pages.
did you hear when he said this? I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you listened.
Does that make you?
Do you want an autograph, Mom? That was
Nigga said.
Nah, well, fuck it. She know now. If she been listening this whole time, she
But
know
listen
now.
to the relationship, he said.
His mom gonna tell you good, son.
No, she ain't, but she never mentioned it at all. We ain't never talked about it. She was talking to somebody else.
Listen to what he said. That's kind of
No, did you hear what and it wasn't no good thing I said. Did you hear what he said about this? It wasn't a good thing. It was like,
Who's the
did you
fan?
hear this crazy shit he said?
Who's the fans? Her friends?
Like my cousin, you know.
Dummy.
I wasn't counting as a fan. I was saying I didn't know she listened. That's what I was saying.
That's like when your mama make you come in there and dance. Come here, Papa, son.
Show him how good you dance. Yeah,
Right.
he good, girl.
I did get a lot of
About it.
feedback about the whole pod itself, though, at the parade. I did. Everybody was like, man, that pod y'all doing, man, that shit live, man. Y'all boy keep going. JD, shout out JD. Congratulations on your new little one as well. He said he just started listening.
Shouts
That
out
boy
JD.
went from episode 1.
I don't know you, JD, but shout out to you, my boy.
Caught up.
You
Called
talking
up.
about went to Murphy?
Tell JD he still
What up,
can't beat
JD?
me in Madden. Nigga, I said it on here, nigga. You used to be scared of me in Madden, JD.
So yeah, man. We appreciate all the support and the listeners.
Yes, man.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming,
Keep
man.
it
Shout that thing,
I was
man.
just
Shout that
thinking.
thing.
I was just thinking, man. I hate Facebook, but I think it's time that we got to go over there and start playing a little more. Cause I see the reaction on Facebook, and I've seen shouts out to Jack. Jack posted some shit on Facebook this week, and a lot of people. It's just a lot of bodies on Facebook.
It is, man.
I hate it. I hate
Attraction
it. But
Facebook the move, B.
we got to go over there.
Facebook.
Other than that, man, we'll be back next week like we never left. Cause like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
We're going to be on Facebook
Fuck
telling a lot of people that do.
Facebook. You bitch you.
That's what we supposed to do. We out.
Dummy.